Good day folks, Sean here from Air Photography. So a lot of times when I create videos for my channel, it's from input and feedback from you guys. Sometimes I get requests to make videos, or just if I get a lot of questions about a certain subject, I'll make a video about that. And one really interesting question that I have had over the last couple weeks is whether the single lens footage on the new GoPro Max 2 is as good as the Hero 13 Black. Somebody might be interested in purchasing their first action camera, but they want to make sure that they're going to get nice quality video when using the Max as a single lens action camera. Although the GoPro Max 2 does actually a pretty good job when it comes to single lens footage, you're going to get higher quality, sharper footage from your GoPro Hero 13 Black when filming in single lens mode. It's also going to provide better dynamic range and overall better exposure. Now, with that said, each has its pros and cons. Now, one of the benefits of using the Hero 13 Black over the Max 2 is that you're going to be able to film at a higher resolution, 5.3K compared to only 4K of the Max 2. And on top of that, you have more filming modes such as hyperlapses, time lapses. Now, most of that can be done on the Max 2, but it does require a little bit more work. But with the GoPro Max 2, you'll get the best of both worlds. You can film in single lens mode like a traditional action camera, but you can also get a little more creative with it when filming in dual lens mode. You'll be able to capture shots that you just cannot get on a traditional action camera. But the other benefit you'll get from filming in single lens mode with the Max 2 is you can achieve a much wider field of view than you can with a stock GoPro Hero 13 Black. It has a digital lens called Max Hyperview, which can get you an extremely wide field of view. Now, there's going to be a lot of distortion in it, but for some situations, some activities, you really want that extra wide field of view. And I'm going to show you some examples here coming up in a minute. Now, of course, with your Hero 13 Black, you can pick up a lens mod that's going to increase the field of view. When using it, you can set it to Ultra Hyperview, which then is very close to the maximum field of view on your GoPro Max 2. And again, I'll show you some examples here in a second. The other benefit about filming with the Max 2 in single lens mode is that you can lock the horizon. So that allows the camera to move in a complete 360 degrees, and the horizon is going to stay perfectly level. Now, you can do that with your Hero 13 Black, but again, it does require you to purchase the Max Lens Mod 2.0. So let's take a look at some comparison footage here. I'm going to start out with just a shot here in my office so we compare the maximum field of view of each camera. Now in this shot here, we have it set to Max Hyperview on the GoPro Max 2. And for the Hero 13 Black, I have the Max Lens Mod 2.0 installed. So we're filming in Max Hyperview. And you can see the field of view is very similar, slightly larger on the Max 2. One thing you will notice though is that the Max 2 does a little bit better in low light. My office is actually fairly dimly lit. There is quite a bit of noise in both, but the Max 2's exposure is just slightly better. So now here's some footage using just the stock cameras to show you what the max field of view is going to look like on each camera. You can see here we can achieve a much wider field of view on the GoPro Max 2 using the Max Hyperview, whereas on the Hero 13 Black, the maximum field of view is Hyperview, which is quite a bit narrower than the Max 2. Now, of course, there is the Max Lens Mod 2.0 that we can install on the Hero 13 Black. That will give it a very similar field of view. We'll maybe do a comparison of that as well, but that is an additional purchase. So right now we're just comparing stock cameras and what you can achieve with the stock camera. Now for just some random footage, just so you can get a good feel of the quality of each camera. And lastly here, we will do some audio tests so you can hear what the audio sounds like on each camera, because that can be important as well. All right, so we're going to do some audio tests here on both cameras. Right now, the audio you're hearing is coming from the GoPro Hero 13 Black, and for the most part, the audio is decent. Of course, you can pair a Bluetooth microphone if needed. That might improve the audio quality a little bit further. Now the audio you're hearing is coming from the GoPro Max 2. I find the audio on it is a little bit muffled. It's not bad, but it's not quite as clear as a GoPro Hero 13 Black. So as you can see, the single lens footage from the GoPro Max 2 actually looks pretty good. It's not as good as the Hero 13 Black, but you are going to get some extra advantages if you decide to purchase the Max 2. Again, you can still use it like a traditional action camera in single lens mode, but you can get a little bit creative. You can get some really interesting shots where it looks like the camera's floating out in front of you. That's just not something that you can really do with a GoPro Hero 13 Black. So for some people, the GoPro Max 2 might be a better choice, whereas other people, the Hero 13 Black, just a traditional action camera, might be a better option. Hopefully you enjoyed this video and found it had value. Thanks a lot for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.